While driving, we can see many bumper stickers on cars. Some of them are funny, and some of them are strange. Anyhow, let me share some of them with you this morning. Born free, taxed to death. The more people I meet, the more I like my dog. I love cats. They taste just like chicken. Also, there are some Christian bumper stickers. Got Jesus? Go to church today and avoid the Christmas rush. Prayer is not a crime. As long as there are tests, there will be prayer in school. When the trumpet sounds, I am out of here. Come the rapture, can I have your cars? As we see the bumper stickers, we can have an idea of who the driver is like, his or her personal worldviews, because the driver makes his or her personal views public. But problem is that some of Christian drivers with Christian bumper stickers drive so fast, not keeping traffic signs at all. Anyhow, through the bumper stickers, the drivers express their personal views about politics, ethics, or religion. Several years ago, I went to Costa Rica trip with other Christians. All of us wore a Christian t-shirt. On the t-shirt, there was a big red cross and the word mission. Putting on the t-shirts, we went to the airport, BWI, and Costa Rica airport. You know, there are so many people in the airport. At first, I felt a little bit embarrassed because people look at me and watched my t-shirt. Usually, I don't like to get attention from people, so it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Also, I had to behave well because people knew that I'm a Christian. Yet, little by little, I got used to it, and at a certain point, I was proud of my t-shirt and myself because I was making my faith in public. Look at the world. There are so many companies which try to make themselves visible and public, such as GM, Ford, Microsoft, Apple, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Samsung. Every day we are surrounded with their public commercials and advertisements. They try to get more attention from people. They try to brainwash that their brand, their product is the best in the world. On the contrary, people are afraid of sharing their faith in public because they think religion is private matters, not public. Today, the scripture describes the day when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. Baptism of Jesus Christ is a turning point to Jesus in his life because the baptism inaugurated his public ministry. He had his private life for 30 years before the baptism. After the baptism, he started his public ministry. He went out proclaiming the good news and taking care of people in public. Jesus was baptized in front of a large crowd. You know, church provides baptism in public in front of congregation members. They remind themselves of their spiritual responsibility to take care of the baptismal candidates. Also, the baptismal candidates publicly make a covenant with God in the presence of the congregation. Therefore, baptism is a public event. As soon as John baptized Jesus, the sky opened up and God said, "This is my beloved Son." Everyone there heard it. It was a public acknowledgement of Jesus' identity. Everyone there came to know that Jesus is the Son of God. As I indicated in the introduction, we live in a difficult time in making our faith public. For instance, we cannot pray publicly in public schools. We cannot teach the Bible in public schools. We are not supposed to say Merry Christmas in public. Instead, we are asked to say Happy Holiday. The secular society teaches us that religion belongs to private area, so we are discouraged to make our faith known to people. I know there is some problems in aggressive evangelism. We need to respect those who have different religious opinions. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that we need to give up sharing our faith with people. Also, it doesn't mean that we need to hide our Christian identity in public. Brothers and sisters, are you kind of afraid of saying a blessing in public restaurant? Are you uncomfortable with reading the Bible or Christian books in a public space? Are you hesitant of sharing your faith with your friends because you are afraid they might think you are a religious fanatic? Last December, during Christmas season, my wife and I went to the Columbia Mall for window shopping. All of a sudden, we heard carol singing in the mall. We were curious, so we followed the carol singing. There was a group of young adults singing carols in the mall. Christian Christmas songs and hymns. They seemed to be a Christian youth group. The songs were beautiful. You know what? When I was listening to their music, my initial thought was like, is it okay to sing in public space the Christmas songs, Christian Christmas carols? But the people there in the mall were very happy to hear it. And they were taking pictures of the youth group. I was impressed by their courage to share Christian faith with people in the mall. A couple of days before Christmas, some church members and I went to Hillhaven Nursing Center to sing Christmas carols to the residents there. There were around 20 people in the room. We sang several Christmas carols. They really appreciated it. Brothers and sisters, we need to share our faith with people. It is an essential part of our faith, stepping out and declaring our faith in Jesus Christ. Some Christians make their faith public, print Christmas t-shirts or Christmas bumper stickers. Others buy Christian merchandise like Christian t-shirt or wristbands. Whatever it is, we need to be confident of Christian identity in public. This Saturday, there will be a church meeting for 2017 church goal settings. Everyone is welcome. If you want to join, please bring your coffee or drink and sandwich at 9 o'clock, and we can talk about church goals for 2017, and we can discuss it together. One of the church goals I suggest as a pastor is growth of the church. First, the church needs to grow spiritually, and the church needs to make growth in making disciples as well. Church leaders and I will do our best to make the church more visible and influential in the community. We will find every means to make the church visible and to share the Christianity with the people in the community. We will do our best for making good influence on the community. So I ask you, each of you, to pray for this church goal and support it as the church. At the 1993 annual meeting for American Heart Association, around 300 doctors, nurses, and researchers met in Atlanta to discuss prevention of heart disease. One of the things they focused on was eating healthy and eating low-fat food. Yet during the meal times, the participants ate lots of fast food like bacon cheeseburgers and French fries, you name it. When one cardiologist was asked whether his eating at the convention was a bad example, he replied, "Not me, because I took off my name tag." He hid his identity as cardiologist in the convention center. Brothers and sisters, please don't take off your Christian name tag. If you have taken off already, please put it back. Our baptism encouraged us to shift from private to public. Therefore, we need to put it on back. If you have taken baptism before, please remember your baptism and be thankful to God. If you have not taken baptism before, you can approach and ask me to baptize you someday. The thing is that whether you have taken baptism or not, today, please remember the meaning of baptism and continue to flesh it out throughout your life in 2017.